So welcome to the Abarth 500e Turismo, the electric version of the rather popular Abarth 595 in fact 695. It's been out about 6 or 9 months, this car, so maybe a little late to the party, but this is the first opportunity I've got to drive one. Now, the 595, 695, they had a lot of character. I mean, when you heard them out in the wild, you could tell there was an Abarth driving around. They had a unique sound to them. They were lightweight, they were quite punchy, and they were just generally fun cars to drive. Now, my issue at the moment, first impressions, I was concerned that because it's electric, it's not going to make any noise. It was going to be heavy, so the handling wouldn't be as good, it would be slow, but that's not the case. So we've got a sound generator in the car. Now, I'm not sure whether I like it or not. It adds something. Mixed opinions. Maybe for a quick blast around some roads like we've got here, it's absolutely fine. Maybe longer journeys you might want to turn it off. So luckily you have got that option to not hear lots of odd noises. Now, I'm in Scorpion, I think it's Scorpion Track, I think it's called. I've got a button down here which I can go through. So Scorpion Track I'm in at the moment. So with this, it means you don't get any regen braking. You've obviously got the sound generator, everything is its most aggressive state. Now, something I have noticed, which I think they need to maybe put a little bit of work into, is you can hear the sound, hopefully. So you accelerate, it gets louder, but obviously it hasn't got gears, so it just sits at this sound level, which is, it's a bit weird. It's not unpleasant, and I suppose it's just something you've got to get used to with an electric car, but I'm not sure. I can turn it off, luckily, if I want to, but let's put that negative to one side. The actual car, you know, we're looking at a range around 150 miles electric, charge 20 to 80 in about 30 minutes, 60 in 7 seconds, and it handles really well. I mean, it's not going to be as light, obviously, as the 595 and 695 petrols, but even so, it's doing pretty well. I think it's about 1400 kg versus just over a ton. So, you know, you have got 300 or so kilos of batteries on board, which is going to impact the performance of the car. You can't get around that. But put your foot down, it certainly does go, does put a smile on my face. So handling's good. I do like this steering wheel. Flat bottom, Abarth logo in the middle. Got some controls for your infotainment and cruise control and all the other things over on the other side. Seats are lovely. You've got some Alcantara across the dash. We've got the infotainment system, which again I can't really go into. I'm sure there's tons of videos out there if you want to go and have a look at that, because, well, I'm driving around and I've got the car for like 25 minutes. So if you want to learn about the infotainment system, I'm sure YouTube can recommend some videos on that one. But overall, it's a nice place. I do like the fact that obviously tops down rollbacks. I've got some air, although there is quite a lot of wind noise. Now, I'm not sure whether that's the car or whether that's my camera stuck to the roof. One or the other. I'm not sure, but even so, it's nice. It's sort of an in-between of a full convertible Screen in front of me is good, just about enough information on there. I suppose the speed being the most important. Android also, Apple CarPlay, so there's lots of gadgets, and I think it's like 35,000 for this car. So again, pretty reasonable. I think, if that's a reasonable amount. So I think we're going to go out and see what the Vmax of this car actually is. We've got the high-speed bowl here at Millbrook Proving Ground. So let's go and see what happens when you're flat out in an Abarth 500e. Now let's head on to the high-speed bowl here at Millbrook, and we'll try and let's see what the Vmax of the car is. It's going to be interesting. I'm not sure what happens. They claim it's under 100 mile an hour, but we'll see. So, 99 miles an hour exactly. Oh dear. Well, there we go. We know what the Vmax of an Abarth 500e is. 99 miles an hour. I think that may be limited because it literally got to 100 and went no, down, went 100, then 99, then wouldn't go any further. So, there we go. That's the thing, you know what the Vmax of this car is. I'm not sure it was any use to anyone because speed limit in the UK is 70 miles an hour, maybe on the German autobahns, but I dread to think what the fuel consumption would be on this car, or not fuel consumption, electric consumption would be on the car if you're sitting at 100 miles an hour. I definitely don't think you'll be getting 150 miles of range, probably more like 58 miles of range. But anyway, quick look at the car. It's quite fun, to be honest. It feels better put together than the previous generations. It looks cool. I like the colour. The outside styling's pretty cool as well. There's not a lot I really don't like. I mean, you're still sitting up quite high, that's obviously, I guess, a characteristic of the car, but other than that, I mean, it is well put together, and it's made me smile at times, and that was driving it quite hard, and I wasn't breaking any limits. So yeah, overall, it's a good little car.